Do you realize that, like, rappers will hit a chick on Instagram, fly her out, give her 15 racks, have sex with her, take her shopping, then send her on her way?
Oh.
You ain't know that?
I mean, I guess, yeah. I don't really spend much time in that space, but yes, I'm not surprised.
Ask any girl 18 to 38.
And you've never done that?
I've never done that. Yeah. Never in my life, ever.
But some of your friends have.
Yeah.
Guys pop their balloons to reject the girl.
Why did you pop your balloon? Well, honestly, it's not that she don't look nice or anything. Personality's fine, but, you know, when I was younger, I realized one thing was always true. The shoes and dress will always bring a man stress. The girls who comes through with the Jordans and the dress, they're a party girl and they're trouble. And I'm a good upstanding citizen and I'm innocent and I don't want to go back, fam.
Okay, well, that's who you've been dealing with, so I understand past trauma, but I'm different, so.
She said she's different, though. Highly doubt it, fam.
This is the world we live in, ladies, where a man's roles are static. You are expected to be masculine at all times, whereas a woman's roles are negotiable. You can be a lady when you fucking feel like it. And here's the thing. You know who loses? You lose. Because when you're not naturally feminine and you have this masculine energy, let me tell y'all something about men that you guys want. They have options. Why am I gonna deal with this crass, annoying, rude, obnoxious, masculine woman that's trying to compete with me when I can go get a naturally submissive, attractive woman that's gonna follow my lead?
Men who get up at 4 or 5 a.m. to go to work in the morning and provide for their family should get unlimited BJs. I don't make the rules.
Right here.
What kind of test?
Yeah, so it's basically like the one you seen. So basically, y'all gonna switch phone for 1 minute, and he's gonna go through your phone to make sure you're not cheating or like you loyal. Because what he went through in the other video, he just want to make sure you're not cheating.
Oh,
So it's like very simple. Like it's straightforward, just like the other one that you seen.
I seen the last one and said that you wouldn't do me like that. So just
is that okay?
Right. So he just want to go through it for like 1 minute to make sure like you loyal and your family is family together. Basically.
Okay, let me go through it real quick.
Wait, go through what? No, you can't go through it. That's the whole point of the loyalty test is just to like do it and just make sure you're not cheating or
some bullshit again.
That's why he have you here today. Why are you acting nervous? What's wrong?
Nothing. I'm not. Nothing.
Right. So before you go through her phone, is there anything you want to tell her or ask her? She could be keep it 100 with you right now.
I mean, she said the baby's mine, so we ain't get a test yet. You know what I'm saying? I don't really feel like the baby look like me, but she said it's mine, so it's cool.
Right.
So I do want to ask her, like, are you for sure that, you know what I'm saying?
Well, actually,
why do men get so offended when women that they did not do right by and had no intentions of doing right by decides to cool one of their homeboys?
What is going on? I'm not about to answer. Trip, I'm not about to answer this. I'm not about to answer this. I know, but all right.
But I also want to know. But I also.
Now what? Hold on.
But I also want to know, how long should I wait to spring it on him that I want to
with the homie? Okay.
I love his friend.
Surprise! All right.
Whoever commit to one woman,
yeah,
be married. You could be married.
I want to hear his answer.
I'm sure I could, like I think that eventually, once all this is said and done for us, and that addiction of work and success and forward movement is over, I feel like we're all gonna need something real. Hopefully it's not too late.
I agree with him. Everybody's gonna want something real, but in my opinion, I do feel like it's a little bit too late because you have 20 years of a generation that you have to correct. And we're not even including the generation that's coming up that's completely ran off the internet. If you ask me, life as a simulation, it's just getting started.
All right, we mix together like tie-dye. I'm sus with you, baby. You are mine.
What?
Don't tell no lies.
What are you talking
Keep it 100, don't tell no lies. 1,000 with me, and the best of all time. What's your name, beautiful? You look good as hell. Damn. What's up? What's your name?
Shella.
You got a boyfriend? Damn. Why you leaving you out here like that? Looking all good and stuff.
Because he locked up.
What?
He's locked up.
He locked up?
Yes.
For how long?
Like 10 years.
10 years?
Yes.
What? Damn, you might as well just give me your phone number then. Shit, he gonna get out for 10 years.
What you gonna do for me?
What you
You
mean?
have to help
baby?
me out with him. You know, I got
Help you with him?
visits. I gotta.
I'll put some money on his books.
You gonna put some money on his
Yeah, I'll put some money on his books.
See, this is the simp things that you guys need to stop just to get close to women. She's already told this guy, my boyfriend is in jail and he's doing 10 years. And this guy is saying, I would put money on his books just to hang out with you. But she also said, you're going to have to help me with him because I have to put money on his books. So she's letting this guy know, even though my man is locked up for 10 years, I'm still going to stand by his side. But I'm willing to mess with you if you're willing to pay the price. This is what you have to understand about women, regardless of what comes out of their mouth. They still want a dominant male that they feel like they can be protected by. Even if he's not around for the moment, she would still borrow a beta male to hold her down until the alpha comes home.
No, for real, I'll be quiet as hell. All right, you said Chella? Shella? Shella. Okay, you're saying Chella. Okay, I know a Chella, but it's Shella. All right, bet.
This is what you call a typical girl from the streets. When you start seeing tattoos and they smoke, that's typically after 12 o'clock, or you see them at the club, them and your homegirls, they come back to the house, yada, yada, yada. That's just what it is. When you guys get caught up in positions like this and then you get played, you can't complain about it.
Because that's all guys want. All guys want is pussy. Swear to God.
What?
No. Let me rephrase that. City men want pussy, and that's all they want from you. Hire guys that are worth more, that will benefit your life more. They're not just gonna want pussy from you, and that's a fact.
She's right. We could say about that. Once a man does reach a level of success, he's gonna need women with brains because he has a lot to protect and he has a lot that he can lose.
Or could it be that the men that only want sex from women is because that's all that the women have to offer? Because for me, if pussy is all you're offering, pussy is all I want.
Yeah.
Because you are a king. That pretty much sums it up. That's what a lot of women don't understand. When it comes to conversation, women don't know how to conversate about nothing but relationships and the bedroom because that's all they have to offer. When they come across the guy that they like the most, they're trying to give it to him faster because they feel like they have a short amount of time to impress him. But there's only one way to impress him, and that's with her body. And see, at the end of the day, no matter how it goes down, all these girls that's talking about getting a degree, the only thing is you're just going to end up alone, just like this lady. Let's get to this. Watch this. This is what most of these women are going to end up as. And they think that this is an accomplishment.
So you're almost 40, yes. And you've never been married, no. And you don't have kids, no. And you don't want to have kids, no. What have you done with your life? Well.
All right, let's stop and look at all of her accomplishments. She says, university educated and post-grad qualifications, successful career, traveled the world on her own dime, speaks a couple languages, look after a dependent family, financially dependent, and dealt with relationships and the aftermath. Okay, so she's had some traumatized situations and she's had to do some things to make herself feel good about herself. This is what a lot of women are going to go through, and they feel like they've been oppressed. I can almost guarantee you that this is the type of woman that she's probably had the good life, that anything that looked bad is just traumatization. What do I mean? You have kids that grow up in the ghetto all day, and I've seen this flip-flopping between the suburbs and the hood as I was growing up. I've noticed that when I got out to the suburbs, all those little white kids, the littlest thing in the world was like, oh my God, the world was ending. Oh, you didn't get what you want, the world was ending. But when you come from like the hood and you come from a poverty situation, the things that they were crying about to us was nothing. And that's what you have when it comes to relationship and Caucasian women. They're so used to getting everything that they want that anything little that they don't get turns into a big deal. So they're complaining about relationship stuff that black women didn't even go through yet, or other race of women haven't been through. Why? Because they're looked at as the leaders. I can almost guarantee you, a woman with this list of qualifications is going to be single forever. They just don't see it until nobody wants them. Now, this is still a good-looking woman, so she's still getting guys coming after her, but she's going to keep powering up that resume, hoping that the right guy is going to come along, and he's not. She's not realizing a 30-plus-year-old single woman with no kids is the ugliest woman in the world. So this woman will be left chasing success.
Y'all, a little something about me. I'm a loud and obnoxious female. I know what the fuck I want. I communicate. I'm vocal. I'm funny. I'm smart. I do not depend on you, so you will not tell me what the fuck to do. But I also respect you, and I'm loyal. And the one thing I require from a man is for him to get...
Trust me, girls like this are not loyal. They're bosses. When they say they're loyal is you're going to be my servant and I'm going to boss you around. That's what loyal to a woman is. It's her sitting around directing you what to do, making sure that you can't hurt her. She's in complete control. Women like this, the loudmouths, they're going to end up with a weaker man because he's the easiest one to manipulate based off of what's coming out of her mouth.
To give me that thing, to shut me the fuck up, and to have a better fucking day, all right? So if his thing ain't thanging for me, then we gonna have problems. Because I'm not gonna argue with the man who's don't reach past my butt cheeks. I don't want no 8 or 9 weenie can rip me open. I want a solid 6 or 7, okay? After we get done having, I want to think about what I'm cooking us for dinner, not what I'm cooking me for dinner, because you go in the...
They love talking that talk when it's on the internet. Because when nobody's around, you can say what you want. You get to feel free. But if she actually had a man that was clapping the cheeks and laying it down, the moment that he lays it down, she's going to turn into a complete different woman. You have to realize women sleep around the most because they're not getting that thing in the bedroom. But when they do get that thing in the bedroom, they don't know what to do with themselves and they lose all control. See, she's talking like a woman that's been scarred and hurt, that even if she gets done with someone, remember I told you guys, people are getting in relationships with people that they know they can win with. What does that mean? They're going to date the person that they can hurt. That's what women are doing. When you guys say, oh, these women just want simps, they just want simps. No, they want a man that they can hurt because they've been hurt by a man that they love. It's just now it's done blatantly. Women are initially just going out saying, let me just find me a weak dude so I could turn around and treat him like trash and give him the feeling that the last guy who gave it a thing.
45% of them have working women. By 2030, 45% of them are going to be unmarried and no kids. So women who are 38 years old are going to look and say, I've been working my ass off since I'm 21 years old. I've been encouraged to go to school, get a job. I don't need no man. I'm going to become a boss, babes. And they're going to look at themselves and they're turning 40 next year. And they're going to be like, I've got a couple $100,000 in the bank. No man, no kids, couple cats. So it's hard to tell a woman who's 30 today, right? Hey, you're making all the wrong decisions. So the reality is not going to set in now. It might be 10 years from now.
He's right. It is going to settle in. But what a lot of you guys have to understand is we are in a different world. The world has reset. And I told you guys this 2 years ago. I said, listen, with this Rona and everything, now is your time to get on the grind. Now is your time to become something because we're going into a whole different world. Going into this new world, there's not going to be many people that are looking to start a family and build because there's no need to. We're going into a digital world. You no longer need 7 kids to help you raise your farm or build anything. You have people that are becoming extremely rich just sitting at home at their desk. So people would rather make more money to spend satisfying themselves than to make more money and continues to have kids. You have to understand when you start living in the real world, and in the real world, no one's trying to live a traditional relationship because we don't live a traditional life. Yes, women have changed, but what you have to understand as a man, you have to accept the fact that the world has changed. Species who fail to adapt will go extinct. What do I mean? If you don't adjust to the rest of the world, you're gonna die off just like the bums underneath the bridge.
All right, lots to unpack here. I am so sick and tired of society making women feel like their sole purpose in life is to be a mom and have kids.
Well, at the end of the day, she has to understand that most women are going to get to a level where they're going to want a child. They're going to want to get married. They're going to want to settle down. You don't have that many 35-plus-year-old women who are looking to go to the club. Most of the women who are happy being free at 35 to 40, they've already been married and had kids before. So to them, it's just a breath of fresh air to be free. But when it comes to the woman who's never been married, you're just acting. It's the same thing with the guy who's never been married. In a lot of cases, he's just acting. He really wants to be in love.
Is it so hard for men to get through their tiny little brains that not all women want to have kids? And when it comes to men, please, with the way that the dating pool's going this day, why would I want a man? Ladies, we're in 2022 and you can do whatever the hell you want. There's absolutely nothing wrong if you want to get married and have kids. But it's also okay if you want to focus on you and your career. That doesn't make you any less of a woman because you have different goals than what men think you should have. The moral of the story is, do what makes you happy and don't allow society and men to make that decision for you.
But all a man is saying is, just don't come back around trying to be a submissive woman who builds his family after you have aged to the point where a man doesn't trust you or doesn't even trust the event. That's what a lot of women are not understanding. Your end game is going to want to be in a relationship with a man. It only feels good to say that you're single whenever you're getting out of a bad relationship and you're going through the healing process. Trust me, there's only a small amount of people who can live alone, and I'm one of them. All right, even though I'm in a relationship, I still have to live alone because that's just the nature of who I am. I've been like that since a little boy. But a lot of people, you really need to be in a relationship with someone because you're used to being around a lot of people at a time. So now you're an adult, not having a relationship, not being around people can hurt you. This is Anthony Spade. Hopefully you guys got the message behind the video. Comment, like, subscribe to both of my channels. Hasta la vista.